The 23-year-old Manipur woman from Thangmaiban, the state's first positive case of COVID-19, was tested negative on the 10th day of her treatment on 4th April. The girl was admitted on 24th March 2020 at Jennings Isolation Ward and was undergoing treatment. The young woman studying in the United Kingdom was tested positive for COVID-19 on her return to Imphal via Kolkata. However, as per report, the 23-year-old girl from Imphal West will have to undergo one last serology test after 24 hours as per protocol. The result will undermine whether she will be discharged or remained in hospital for further observation. The recovery has been termed as one of the landmark of Jennings Hospital. Speaking to Dr. T.H. Bhimo Singh, Director Jennings, said,
4th of April 2020 is a very memorable day for this state, particularly for the staffs of this Jennings Hospital, because the first case of COVID-19, a young girl, 23 years old, from this state has been treated by the teams of the Jennings. She was detected to be having COVID positive on 24th March.
The women have been undergoing treatment at Jennings since March 24 and her sample was tested again on 4th of April. To the much relief of all the people, the test result was said to be negative.
Since for the last 4 to 5 days, she has become asymptomatic, we have repeated her test on 4th of April and we got the result negative, and her test will be repeated again after 24 hours, that is on 6th of April. And after these 2 negative tests, the treating team will decide for her discharge on the next week.
While Dr. K.H. Lokeshwar Singh said,
we started in a very drastically following the protocols which is our institute is following. We frame it along with the collaboration of all the staffs and experts in different fields. So she was managed in that way, but on the way she deteriorated in some conditions. She was shifted to ICU on 27th of March, and now after declaring or becoming the health condition improvement, she is now shifted to the general ward.
Dr. Manoj, microbiologist of the Jennings Hospital, also said,
our BRDL lab is one of the testing labs of the country. So far we have tested 106 samples, including 22 samples from Nagaland, and we receive all the PCR kits from NIB Pune and ICMR.
Sources informed that testing of the samples belonging to co-passengers of the women who shared the same flight from Kolkata to Imphal has begun at RIMS and Jennings Hospital. Notably, 12 family members of the women who are currently housed in a quarantine center have been already tested negative for COVID-19. All the 37 co-passengers of the young woman have completed the quarantine period and their samples are being tested at RIMS and Jennings, according to a statement issued by the COVID-19 Common Control Room. Meanwhile, test results of all the 11 family members of the state's second COVID-19 patients from Lilong to Rail, Ahanbi area have come out as negative. The test result of the 16 health workers of the private hospitals who came in contact with the second COVID-19 patients in Manipur and his family members showed negative for COVID-19 infections, said Health Department Manipur. The Nizamuddin religious meet returnees who tested positive for coronavirus on April 1st, the second case in the state, is also reportedly in good condition. Upon the confirmation of the second positive case at Lilong, so far no symptomatic case have been detected in the locality of the positive case, said the Health Department of Manipur. So far, Manipur has reported 2 COVID-19 positive cases. Bureau Report.